Have you ever wondered how the land of Afghanistan, a region now often associated with conflict, was many millennia ago? Let's travel back in time, thousands of years to the Bronze Age. This period bore witness to the first established societies within the region, leaving behind a rich tapestry of archaeological sites that hint at a vibrant, thriving civilization. Fast forward to the reign of the Achaemenid Empire, an era that spanned from the 6th to the 4th century BCE. Afghanistan, then known as Bactria and Arachosia, was a significant province in this vast empire, a crucial point at the intersection of the Middle East and South Asia. Enter Alexander the Great, the young Macedonian who swept across the region in the 4th century BCE, leaving a lasting imprint on the land. His influence was so profound, it shaped the Greco-Bactrian kingdom, a fusion of Greek and Eastern cultures that would last for centuries. But the story doesn't stop there. Soon after, the Maurya Empire, one of India's greatest empires, took control. Under the rule of Emperor Ashoka, Afghanistan experienced a period of peace, prosperity, and cultural growth, with Buddhism flourishing across the region. Indeed, Afghanistan's ancient beginnings paint a picture of a dynamic and vibrant land, a key crossroads for trade, cultural exchange, and empire building. It was a melting pot of cultures, ideas, and civilizations. So from an ancient crossroads of cultures and empires, we now journey into Afghanistan's Islamic period. In the 7th century, a new force swept across the Middle East and South Asia. Can you guess what it was? Yes, the advent of Islam. This was a time of great change. The Islamic conquest of Afghanistan began in the mid-7th century, led by the Arab Muslim forces. The result was a profound transformation of Afghanistan's cultural and religious landscape. Islam's influence permeated every facet of society, shaping the language, arts, and social norms of the region. Arabic script replaced the previously used Bactrian script, and the majority of the population gradually converted to Islam, integrating it into their daily lives and traditions. However, this period of transformation was not without strife. The Islamic rule was met with resistance from some quarters, leading to intermittent periods of conflict. Then, in the 13th century, came an event that would once again reshape Afghanistan's destiny: the Mongol invasion. Led by the fearsome Genghis Khan, the Mongols swept across the region, leaving destruction in their wake. The Mongol invasion drastically altered the political landscape of Afghanistan, fragmenting the previously unified Islamic rule and causing widespread devastation. Yet, as often happens in history, from periods of great upheaval emerged new opportunities. From the ashes of the Mongol devastation, new powers would rise, shaping the Afghanistan we know today. As centuries passed, Afghanistan found itself caught between emerging superpowers. But how did it navigate its path in this new world order? In the mid-18th century, the Durrani Empire rose to power, laying the foundation for the modern state of Afghanistan. Under the leadership of Ahmad Shah Durrani, often referred to as the founder of Afghanistan, the empire expanded, reaching its zenith. The Durrani Empire, however, was not to last forever. Over time, it faltered, weakened by internal strife and external pressures. The 19th century brought a new challenge for Afghanistan: the Great Game. This was a strategic conflict between two colossal powers of the time, Britain and Russia. They vied for control and influence in Central Asia, and Afghanistan found itself right in the middle. The Afghan leaders, however, were not passive actors. They skillfully played the two powers against each other, maintaining the country's independence, albeit with considerable difficulty. This era was marked by constant conflict, but also significant progress. Afghanistan's borders were defined, and the country began to modernize. The early 20th century saw a series of reforms aimed at bringing Afghanistan into the modern era. Under the reign of King Amanullah Khan, the country saw advancements in education, women's rights, and infrastructure. He introduced a new constitution, modernized the military, and attempted to reduce the power of the tribal leaders. However, these reforms were met with resistance from conservative elements within Afghan society. This led to a period of instability, culminating in a coup in 1973. The last king of Afghanistan, Muhammad Zahir Shah, was overthrown, and a republic was established under the leadership of his cousin, Daoud Khan. This was a turning point in Afghanistan's history. The the monarchy was replaced by a republic and then by a communist regime. The country was thrust into a world of competing ideologies and superpower politics. And so Afghanistan emerged as a modern nation, only to be plunged into a series of conflicts that continue to this day. The last few decades have been turbulent for Afghanistan. But what exactly happened, and where does the country stand today? In the late 20th century, Afghanistan found itself in the crosshairs of global superpowers. The Soviet Union invaded in 1979, igniting a brutal decade-long conflict. Afghan fighters known as the Mujahideen fiercely resisted this foreign occupation, leading to a protracted and bloody war. Following the Soviet withdrawal in 1989, the country descended into a civil war. Various factions vied for control, and out of this chaos, the Taliban emerged, seizing power in 1996. Under the Taliban, Afghanistan was isolated internationally, its people subjected to a harsh interpretation of Islamic law. Then, the world's attention was forcibly drawn to Afghanistan again in 2001, following the September 11 attacks. A US-led coalition invaded, marking the start of a 20-year war, the longest in American history. The Taliban were ousted from power, but not eradicated, and the country was once again in the throes of conflict. Fast forward to the present day. Afghanistan faces numerous challenges. The security situation remains precarious, with the Taliban and other groups still active. The country grapples with widespread poverty and a lack of infrastructure. Yet, amid these difficulties, the resilience of the Afghan people shines through. They continue to rebuild, to innovate, to strive for better. Women and girls, once barred from education under the Taliban, are now going to school. New businesses are being established, contributing to a slowly growing economy. Cultural and artistic expressions, once suppressed, are blooming again. Afghanistan's recent history is a testament to the Afghan people's courage in the face of adversity. It is a story of survival, of a nation repeatedly knocked down, but refusing to stay down. The future is uncertain, but one thing is clear. The Afghan people will continue to shape their own destiny. The history of Afghanistan is a testament to the strength and resilience of its people. Despite the many challenges, they continue to shape their own destiny.